Pumpkin. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode on my vanilla Minecraft single player LP thing. I don't really have a name for it. Anyways, since last episode I've been kind of sick, but I've also been a little bit productive, as you can see over here. And we can hear the chickens. I got a small little cow farm going, and then over here, this netherrack. According to myths, this is a slime chunk, and testing has shown it to be correct. So down here we have a slime farm. Nothing fancy, just a cactus with a guy. Yeah, hadn't been anything since I was last down here. You know what? I should probably break that bottom ladder. Just, I thought about doing it earlier, and then I'm like, forgot it completely about it, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, I should probably break that bottom one so slimes don't climb the ladder. I'm just saying, might be a good idea. There's still unlit caves around here. Partway down my hole, I found a cave, and then I ended up, like, way over there somewhere. There's one other thing I want to show you, but before I do that, let's put the ladder away. This chest. Yep. And this one will take a minute, because I gotta go through the nether. I'll bring you guys back in when we get there. Lag. Anyways, we're here. I went ahead and it's kind of, if it renders in here, it's kind of like the farm I had on the Season 3 server. Basically, with the all hostiles from the overworld, the generic farms, you can do either spiders or endermen. I opted for endermen, particularly since we need ender pearls to go to the end, which I do have set up in my ender chest that I made a second one of. And we do have a spider farm. It does work. That's a dispenser, not a dropper. I thought I wanted a dispenser, but it turns out I wanted a dropper, and so we don't get many arrows. But these are from before I had the item elevator when I was first setting it up. Not that I have huge need for arrows. I figure if we need arrows, we'll find a skeleton spawner somewhere. The AFK spot is up there at the top. It's done this way so that the bottom of it is still rendered in, so they don't despawn instantly. But we're far enough away to where nothing in the caves will spawn underneath, and none of the land will have anything on it either. Just a little trick for you guys. If you have a farm like that, and you can't do a perimeter, build it way high up in the sky over an ocean. Some farms just really need a proper perimeter built, like witch farms. Also, I was thinking at some point, not today, but at some point, I might make this kind of an industrial area for high lag things. Enormous sugarcane farms, bamboo farms, stuff like that. Anyways, as I've been running back and forth, I've noticed this over here. I think this is a shipwreck. Yeah. Let's grab a shovel then, shall we? I only thought of this because we just over here. Any goodies for me? Dang. Encased in rock. Chest. Yeah, well, I could use that. And that. And there's some bamboo. Well, I'll be. And suspicious stew. I'll take the suspicious stew. I'm pretty sure that's the only chest because there was only one mast. Yeah. Okay. Suck touch. I don't have a fortune shovel. But that actually saves us from having to find a jungle. Was not expecting that. Yay! We can make scaffolding. I'll be back. As I try not to fall off this. Well, sidetrack here. While I have that new piece of bamboo, let us see about growing it after I put some things away. Wheat. I started putting sand over here, and then I'm out of chest space in my disorganized mess. But let us grow some bamboo. This actually is a really good find because it means that I don't have to run a gajillion kilometers to go get more. Ah, that's nice. Also, the that all hostile farm has been fairly productive. Ow. I can't tell you how many times I've missed that. Let's go bone meal some more bamboo. And the reason I'm using my sword is because it's the correct tool for it. And there's other people on YouTube I've watched that they know it's a sword. They've even stated directly it's a sword. What do they use? Axe. Yeah, it does not take long to get much of this stuff. Just like real life, it grows fast. And a little bit of time before we have to hit the hay again because, yeah. Now I see a piece over there. Dying chicken. Because that was a journey I was not looking forward to. It's like 80, no, it's closer to 100 kilometers altogether to the nearest jungle. Anyways, we could probably make a little bit. Turn some of this into some scaffolding. Do I have the recipe? Yes, yes I do. A little bit of scaffolding. Yay! Now we have some. Now that we have some, let's put it away. I've also been a little bit busy over working on the main base a little bit. Not a whole lot. Honest truth is that yesterday I felt like recording, but I couldn't record. Today, now that I can record, I really didn't feel like doing this. Anyways, I haven't done a whole lot yet. I've cleared out some areas down below as well as up top. I'm thinking down here I want to have some of the main things that would be within the wall. Let's see, stables over there, and there was some training grounds, archery range. I believe that's the blacksmith over here. Although it might need to be a bit wider. I got some ideas for some redstone contraptions to put in there. And then up here, I don't think I had the skeleton going, stone brick skeleton, in the previous episode. I believe I just had that platform down, and it might not have even been connected to the ground. But yeah, I've got a little bit of stuff laid out here. The guard towers, some walls, turrets on the corners, things here and there. The ones with question marks, I'm not entirely sure. I hear a zombie. Uh, I started with something else there, and then I'm like, I was watching another video of somebody, and then I'm like, yeah, but you should put that somewhere else. I do think I'm going to make this part be the actual storage room. And then the main building here, things like a banquet hall, perhaps. I'm thinking a banquet hall and somewhere up above a bedroom, perhaps. Maybe a throne room. A little bit of a barracks over there. And then at the moment I've got the armory right there. Nothing fancy. And today, well, after I grab some more ice, because I've been trying to grab it every time I go by. As in, I've actually made a little bit of packed ice. I'm missing one. Fine. Don't give it to me then. It should be that way. I had some ideas on stuff to do this episode, actually. I was thinking we could start on a forge a bit for the blacksmith. Let's go grab some resources and I'll be back. I'll be back after I get some stuff started. Alright, back to recording. That took a little longer than I thought it would. I was thinking we would start with the blacksmith. And I was thinking the first thing we could make is a forge. I have some ideas on redstoning this thing too. Let's see. Thinking back there. Now, how does that do? I don't know. Oh, yeah. I wanted it to be too wide so I could do upside down stairs, that's right. Now I remember. Well organized and planned, huh? I was thinking something like that. Now, how does the campfire look? It might be a little too low. And it's going to be off, too. Yes, I know an axe would be faster, but it has to be soaked to pick these back up. Perhaps if I ran and got some netherrack and set it on fire, which actually conveniently we just grabbed. So we have fire in our forge. That's better. Now, of course, it's not going to actually go up anywhere. Not quite how I wanted to do. It's getting there, but we're not quite there yet. Maybe along the sides here. And I had an idea for some redstone up top. Oh, that's already getting pretty good particles going. And then I was thinking further up a couple of blocks. It'd be hidden on the back side of it though, because otherwise you'd be able to see it. Although, no, that's not quite how I wanted it to be. Well planned out build today, huh? Gonna have to make it a little bigger overall. Otherwise, it's going to be poking out the sides. Alright. Because I want that back there. And then I brought the hay bales. Because if you put hay bales underneath of a campfire, it makes the particles go really high up. And then what I was thinking for some redstone, and we're out of regular stone. And let me guess, there's no more over here. And a little bit. And then what you do for the redstone-y bits, not there, but one more block up, and I believe it'll block it off. Yep. And then what we could do, this is why we have the daylight sensor and redstone-y bits. But we use the daylight sensor to trigger those pistons to pull back. Although I'm not sure on the timing or what time of day I would have to set it for. That is a very blank wall. We're going to have to change that. Anyways, let's see. Maybe if we did the pistons normally extended. I was thinking have them be normally extended, actually. No, that's actually where the pistons should go. Let's see. Back one more. And that's where it gets the power from for the redstone torches. There we go. And so somehow we gotta get a redstone signal into there. And conveniently we have our ender chest over here. That's why I made a second one, so I'm not running all over the place for it. Question is, how long of a length do I need? Because I know it'll put out a redstone signal, but I don't know how strong it's going to be. That might be a little too far. But basically the idea is that during working hours, I'm going to probably have to fiddle with that. During working hours, I want it to be like as if they fired up the forge. Which, I'm not really happy with this. Let's try shaving a corner off. Shave the corner off a little bit. But I was thinking a little bit before they get started with the day and then a little bit at the end of the day. You know, maybe if we bring the bottom out a little bit on the side here. And then some stairs. Yeah, that kind of works. Anyways, that should be off by now. Or at least that's how I want it to be set. And then at night, that shuts off. Problem is, I don't know how far out I need to make the redstone line go. Over here somewhere, I'd probably be fine. It'll end up being on the roof, but that's okay too. Gotta find a bed. Nearest bed, up there. I do plan on putting some stairs in at some point. I just haven't gotten to that yet. A little at a time. Anyways, also I don't have everything mocked up yet, but guard tower there. The ice farm is not going to stay there. Okay, let's see. Put the daylight sensor there. And it's a little too early. How long do I have to make this thing? Jeez. That might help if I actually use the 3 screen to see how much power we're getting. 9. Power of 9. So a little bit weaker than that is what I want. Right there I want it to be full power. So back it off by 1, I think. Maybe. there. And then I want both those going at the same time. 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when it gets to the power level of 9, we'll have to play with it and see how it does. That's the gist of what I want. Ow. And then, of course, fill all this in. Don't want people getting back there. And then, I had another idea, which I don't have any slime on me for. Perfect. Well planned, man. Well planned. That actually goes into there. Anyways, if I still had a sticky piston or two, which I don't, I had an idea for another device for in the blacksmith shop. Or, well, yeah, shop. Not so much shop like store, but shop like workshop. English is a weird one. Or more accurately, I could say American. Yeah, I speak American. It's kind of like English, but worse. Yeah. Let's go grab some slime. A little bit more slime. I think I've had a few bees disappear. I don't know where they... I'm not sure if they wandered off or they died. I did attempt to do an overnight AFK session with both of my accounts on, and it crashed. And then when I got up this morning, I was like, perfect! How much did it actually do? Check the chests, and not much. Anyways, let's see if we can get some sticky pistons going. Because I had an idea for another redstone contraption. I was really enthusiastic about it last night. Now that I'm here doing the recording and building, not so much. That definitely needs some texturing. It's kind of bleh. Anyways, some pistons, a couple of stickies, and the idea I had. Let's see, because we'll need that as well. Some of that. Go ahead and remove the rest of that. Because this is kind of an as I go along kind of a thing. So we want that, and we'll want a space before the iron block that goes there. And then a piston up there on that block, which I can't reach anymore because I just did that. So technically there will be a piston right there. Sticky piston. One of those. And then I was thinking over here somewhere we would have a lever to activate a clock, which I also don't have levers on me either, do I? I'll make a lever. Well planned, man, well planned. And then I was thinking we could use that to activate a clock. Let's see, a little bit of space for this. That one's gonna be hard to place. Yeah, I need to get, maybe I can do it from here. Like that. There we go. But that activates a clock when you pull the lever. That goes really fast, which is going to be way too fast for our purposes here, but that gets a really fast running redstone clock, which we can then pull a signal from, and then I was thinking slow it down, and then run it into an AND gate, so that there's a second part to it as well. just heard something. Oh well. Let's see. Because we want to slow the clock down a little bit. This should post the redstone right there. And this is why we have repeaters that I didn't grab out. Perfect. Gonna want some repeaters because I gotta slow that thing down. Nope, not quite like that. Because it's a little bit too fast. Maybe a couple of repeaters to slow it down a little bit. That could work. That ought to be about the right pace. And then we'll need an AND gate somewhere. This is getting bigger than I thought it would be. That's just how it goes. So you know, we want to... Or I suppose that would be a NOT gate. Right? Because not... Would we then run into that? Let's see. A little more space. A little more. Because we want to run into that. And we're going to have redstone everywhere because, you know. For that, and then over here, I don't have a pressure plate, but this time, aha! Unlike the time in a live stream, this time I want a pressure plate! And from the pressure plate, we take a signal. And how do I want to do this? Behind the block would probably be best. Behind the block, pull the signal. And then I need to get it over there without touching the other one. Because that one will need to be there, and you need both in order for it to actually work. Let's see, so there. That shouldn't power that. We're going to probably need a repeater or two in there. That might need a comparator. Wasn't sure if I would need one or not. Nope, not getting power. Okay. Put redstone about there. And then I think I could put a block there and then redstone on top of it. And then, can I do that? No. Okay, fine. And then repeater somewhere. And then we run upstairs before we die. Because it's getting late again. We will get that. That's gonna have to be all we'll do today, but I wanted to get that done in this episode. We're doing it in this episode. We're actually running long. Never do redstone on camera. But what if you love doing redstone on camera? Because it's fun and it's the challenge that you like. Yep, that's perfect. Now I'm going to put a slab there. Should I be happy? Let's use the smooth stone slabs. Because I can place a slab there and it won't cut off my redstone signal. Which then, we take the signal from there. And then we gotta get it up there. Yep. That's gonna be fun to put behind the wall. But, oh. Yeah, that's right. Hang on. Gotta move it a bit. Because I want it to be straight into that block right there. So, gonna have to go about this a little differently than I was originally going to do it. That's not a problem. Just gotta think about it a little bit more. There we go. It works. It works like I wanted it to. And then you turn that off, and then this doesn't do anything. Yeah, that. I think I need to move the redstone around, though. I'll do that off camera. One of the other things I was thinking, too, is there's a few other tools you want to have around your blacksmith. I'm going to just temporarily slop them down, though. You want your smithing table. I'm thinking the blast furnace would go really well. Hide it in the corner here. Hide that in the corner. Just so that we get an actual blacksmith. You do want a nearby grindstone. Somewhere. I'll put it there for now. And an anvil, obviously. For when you're doing things by hand. And then you have to have a cauldron or water somewhere so that you can quench. But unfortunately, I've gone way over on how long I meant to go. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed the video. A bit redstone-y, I know, but I like doing redstone. Especially on camera. I'm gonna clean this up off camera. And then also, of course, this needs some more decorating. But basically, you have your forge here. You take it over to the power hammer, which would be running normally. You take your stuff over here. You beat on it. Or if you don't want to do it there, you do it on your anvil. And then you take it, your blades or whatever, after you've heat treated and quenched, you take it over your grindstone, grind away at it, sharpen it, do other work stuff at this tool station that doesn't have an interface. Yeah, things like that. Anyways, back to the outro. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, do be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then do be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.